Happy Monday, welcome here at Aura 7 Activer. My name is Francesca and I'm excited to be here and be your guide for the next 50 to 60 minutes to do a little yummy yoga. Hope everybody had a beautiful Mother's Day. They're celebrating their moms or being celebrated, or maybe both if you're really lucky. And I feel like it's a great day to do a little detox flow after a beautiful Mother's Day. All right, so when you guys are ready, beautiful, nice to see you. If you ever need any props, grab 2 blocks is always what I recommend. They're always super handy. There are lots of different places where we can use them. Strap or maybe a towel or a shirt can do it. It's a great thing, especially if you have tight hamstrings. Then if you're ready, we're gonna get going. We're gonna get started in child's pose. I'm into child's pose, bringing the knees wide onto the mat, big toes to touch behind you, dropping the hips down to your heels, and then stretching your arms all the way forward. Place your forehead down to the mat and stretch the fingers forward away from your shoulders, away from each other. Feel all 10 knuckles touching the earth, touching your mat. Then soften the skin around the forehead, around the jaw. As you close your eyes, softening the eyelids, softening the eyeballs. Start to soften the muscles around your jaw, softening the teeth, and letting your tongue to fall away from the mouth, the roof of the mouth. Gently dropping the shoulders further down to the mat, allowing the hips to become heavier and heavier, softening the whole body. Now take a deep and rich inhale breath in through the nose, fill up your lungs all the way to the top. Hold it at the top, sip a little more air in. Spread the fingers away from each other, lift the forearms and the elbows away from the mat. Press the hips further back to the heels. And then open your mouth and create a nice audible exhale. HAA sound, creating that heat at the back of the throat, that ujjayi breath. Let's get ready for that. Again, deep inhale in through the nose. Keeping the activation in the arms, pressing the hips back to the heels, reaching the fingertips forward, filling up the lungs all the way to the top. Imagine that you can pull the air a little bit deeper into your pelvic floor. Hold it there, deep inhale. Nice audible breath out through the mouth. HAA, let it out, let it all go. Last one, deepest breath so far. Keep the focus onto the breath. Deep inhale, slowly inhaling in through the nose. Feeling the air as it comes into the left and the right side nostril. Really feeling of the whole body, feeling of the lungs all the way to the very top. Going all the way deep to the bottom of your lungs. Hold it there, sip a little more in. Keep your lips sealed and exhale out through the nose. Try to create the same HAA sound at the back of the throat. Cultivating this beautiful ujjayi breath. Focusing on the inhales and the exhales. Gently blinking the eyes open. Turn the head from one side to the other. Massage at your third eye. Lift the chest just halfway up and reach your right arm underneath the body. Reach it underneath the left armpit and reach the left arm forward. So as you reach your right fingertips to the left, your right shoulder and your right ear is resting down to the earth. You're still actively reaching the left fingertips forward, rotating the left tricep down to the mat. Then lift the left arm up to the ceiling slowly. Bend your left elbow, reach back behind your back. See if you can find your right outer hip, maybe your right inner thigh or hip crease. And then slowly start to bring your gaze more up to the ceiling. Twist in your torso, twist in your lower back. Then come back to center. Left palm comes down to the mat. Right palm comes down to the mat. Then reach the left arm underneath the right shoulder. Keep the right fingers reaching forward. Lift the right forearm away from the mat as well as the elbow. And keep rotating the right tricep muscles down as you're actively reaching the right fingers forward and the left fingertips away from the body towards the right side of the room. Then lift the top arm up and away from the mat. Bend your top arm, reach back behind your back. Find your hip crease, find your inner thigh. And then gently start to guide your gaze up to the ceiling. Roll the right shoulder up to the ceiling. Open through the chest, twist in your torsos, twist in your lower back. Inhale your right arm high. Exhale, release it down to the mat. Press yourself up. Then from here, you're going to come into a modified camel pose. Just lifting your hips up, away from the heels. Reach the left fingertips down, the right arm to the sky. exhale, sweep the arms forward and come all the way to the other side. Grab onto the right heel, lift the hips up, push them forward. And sweep the arms forward all the way. Open to the left side, open and up, push the hips forward. Exhale, find the other side and open up all the way. Lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Good job, and come back to a neutral tabletop position. Hands down onto the mat, knees down onto the mat. Push the earth away with the left palm and inhale your right arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slightly bend your left elbow and reach the right arm underneath you without touching with the mat with the right shoulder. Inhale, lift the right arm high. Exhale, twist and turn. One more time, inhale, right arm high. This time you're going to stay there. Exhale, twist and turn. Bring the right shoulder, right ear down to the mat. Reach the left arm forward. Rotate the left tricep muscles down to the earth. Spread the fingers away from each other, lengthen through the spine. Then lift the left arm to the sky, internally rotate the palm, reach back behind your back. Find your hip crease, find your outer hip, maybe your inner thigh on the right side. Roll the left shoulder to the ceiling, stay here, or maybe shift the body weight over to the right knee. Pick up the left knee, maybe pick up the left foot as well. Maybe reach the left leg all the way back behind you, straighten out to the left leg. Stay here, or maybe try to bend your top leg and then see if you can reach back for your foot or ankle. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale as you let it out. Slowly release. Place the left knee down to the mat. Push the earth away with the left palm. One more time. Inhale, reach the right arm to the sky. Exhale, release the right hand down to the mat. On the left side, inhale the left arm high. Exhale, bend your right elbow, reach your left arm underneath you. Inhale, left arm high to the sky. Exhale, twist and turn. Without staying there, push yourself back up. Inhale, left arm high. And exhale, twist and turn. Stay there. Left ear, left shoulder comes down to the mat. First, reach the right arm forward. Press all 5 knuckles down onto the right palm as you roll the right tricep muscles down and spin the right bicep muscle up to the ceiling. Lift the right arm to the sky, internally rotate the right arm, reach back behind your back. Find the half pine, stay here, just roll the right shoulder to the ceiling, pull the belly in and lengthen through the spine, or maybe shift the body weight over to the left leg, pick up your right knee, maybe your right foot, reach the right leg all the way back behind you. And maybe experiment with bending that top leg and reaching back for your foot or ankle for the Shavasana variation. Good job, slowly release. Come back down to center. Press yourself up with the right palm. Lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Open it up. Exhale, release it down. Come back onto your hands and knees. Turn your right foot out to the side. Right hand down onto the mat. Step the left foot back behind you. Lift the left arm up to the sky. And slowly lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Reach the left arm forward, bicep to the ear. Lift up from the left shoulder. Hold it here. Exhale, crunch it in. Pull the elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Get longer through the spine. Exhale, crunch it all the way in. Use your core. Inhale, come back to extension. Pause there, bend your back leg. Sweep back for your capture the foot or ankle. Lift up from the right shoulder, lengthen through the spine, then slowly start to kick into your palm, push the belly forward, roll the left shoulder back, maybe gaze up. Release in control. Release the left foot down onto the mat, rise up into gate pose, press the outer arch of the left foot down to the mat, and lift the right arm up and over. Deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, go a little deeper. Windmill the hands down to the mat, come on onto your hands and knees. Go through a cat and cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone to the sky. Exhale, gaze back to your navel, tuck the chin to the chest. Come back to a neutral tabletop, turn the left toes out, find that side plank modification on the left side. Lift up from the left shoulder, pull the belly in. Then lift up the right leg up and away from the mat, flex the right foot and reach the right arm forward, bicep to the ear. Take a deep inhale, lift up from the left shoulder, exhale, elbow and knee to touch. Inhale, slowly with control, get back to that nice long spine. Exhale, crunch it all the way in. Inhale, reach and lengthen, pause there. Bend your top leg, reach your right fingertips back, capture the foot, start to kick into your palm. Lift the gaze, lift up from the left shoulder. Slowly release, without slingshotting. Release the right foot down to the mat, pressing to the outer arch of the right foot as you rise up. Lift the left arm up and over. Take a deep inhale, lift. Exhale, Go a little deeper. Bring the hands down to the mat. Come back into tabletop. Go through another cat and cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round it out. Come tricep muscles down, spinning the bicep muscles up towards the ceiling as I'm keeping the body weight on the left and right palm equally throughout all 10 knuckles. I'm feeling my pinky toe knuckle, pinky finger knuckle, my thumb knuckle, my index finger knuckle, all knuckles. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, maybe soften the knees, maybe start to straighten it out a little bit more. And when you find a twist, walk your hands a little closer to your feet and reach your right hand to the outside of the left leg. Pull the upper body closer to the lower body and then gently gaze underneath the left armpit. If you like to play with a little balance, gaze forward, shift the body weight over to the left foot, and then see if you can lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Point the right toe, still holding on the left ankle. Deep inhale. And then slowly release the right foot down to the mat. Right palm comes down to the other side. Reach your left hand to the outside of the right leg. Pull your upper body closer. And then either stay here in your twist or gaze forward, shifting the body weight to the right foot, finding a little balance and then lifting the left leg up and away from the mat. Reach it all the way to the ceiling. Balance, focus. Good job, and slowly release. Come on back into your downward facing dog. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Come into a ragdoll uttanasana. Grabbing an opposite elbow, swing the body to right to left. Shift the body weight gently closer to your toe mounts. Let the crown of the head to drop down to the earth. Bring the hands behind your lower back. Interlock the hands, squeeze the palms together. Lift the fist to the ceiling. Open up through the shoulders, through the chest. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Release the fingertips behind your head. Interlock the hands and pull the forehead closer in between the shins. As you shift in the body weight closer to the toe mounts, maybe start to straighten out through the legs a little bit more. Hands down to the mat. Bend your left leg. Left fingertips down, right arm high to the sky. Your right fingers are the extension of your right shoulder. Bend your top arm and reach back behind your back. Roll the right shoulder up to the ceiling, lengthen through the spine. Inhale your right arm high, exhale, release it down. To the other side, bend your right leg. Lift the left arm to the sky. Lengthen out from your lower back. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend the top arm and roll the left shoulder to the ceiling as you gaze up. Good job. Come back to center. Toe heel your feet mat distance apart and squat down to your malasana. Bring your hands to your heart center. Press the elbows into the inner knees and lift the heart up. Pull the belly in. Tuck the chin to the chest. Lengthen through the whole back body. Deep inhale. And exhale. Stay here or maybe go for a little twisting here. Left fingertips down to the mat. Pushing the left tricep into the left inner knee. Inhale your right arm high to the sky. Bend your top arm and reach back behind your back. Maybe finding a half bind. Reaching to the right inner thigh, hip crease, whatever is available. Good. Come back to center. Neutralize the spine. Bring the hands at your heart. Hold it here for a breath. Then to the other side. Right fingertips down. Left arm high to the sky. Your left fingertips are the extension of your left shoulder. Push the right tricep into the right inner knee. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Find a bind, bending the top arm, reaching back behind your back, maybe finding that hip crease, that inner thigh. Good job. Come back to center, hands at your heart. Release the fingertips down to the mat. Lift the hips just halfway so the hips are aligned with the knees. Then turn the toes forward, your heels hiding behind the toes, and squat down into this little bear pose here. Hips and knees in one line, arms are reaching forward, bicep to the ear, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, hold it here. Release the fingers down to the mat, walk out all the way into a high plank position, top of a push-up. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, spread the fingers away from each other. Lift the right foot up and away from the mat. You're still in your high plank. Point the right toes and cross it underneath the body. Guide it all the way to the left tricep. Hold it here. See if you can pull the knee closer by keeping the left leg still straight. Reach it back. Lift the left foot up and away from the mat. Point the toe. Shoulders over the wrist and pull the left knee to the right tricep and hold it there. See if you can bring it closer to the right tricep, keeping your right leg straight. Send it back, then stretch back to your downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose, Exhale, let it out. And come forward back into the high plank pose. Lift up the right foot, point the right toe, bring it over to the left tricep, squeeze. Then extend the right leg out to the side and come on into a falling star. Lift the left arm high to the sky. Release the left palm down. Inhale, your right leg comes high to the sky. Exhale, come on forward into a high plank pose. Keep the right leg lifted. Release the right foot down to the mat. Lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Point the left toe. Crunch it into the right tricep. Hold it there. Extend it out to the right. Inhale, your right arm high to the sky. Falling star. Deep inhale. Push the earth away. Hold it here as you exhale. Release the right, come down to the mat. Pull your left leg through. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, come on into a three-legged high plank pose. Keep the left leg lifted. Then release the left foot down to the mat. Slowly come on down all the way onto your belly. Lay down, hips down, knees down, belly down. Arms by your side, elbows are straight. Turn the palms down, your thumbs out. Press into the tops of your feet. Keep your feet not wider than hip distance apart. Pressing more to the pinky edge of your feet and lift the kneecaps away from the mat. So your feet are down but the kneecaps are lifted. Then lift the chest away from the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the back of the neck long. Lift the fingers away from the mat. Lift the palms away from the mat. Keep the energy in the legs. Then slowly start to lift the toes away from the mat. Keeping the knees straight. Lifting the lats from the inner thighs. Lifting the legs more from the shin bones versus the thigh bones. Deep inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, hold it here. Then interlock the hands behind your back. Squeeze the palms together. Lift the fist away from the glutes. Lift the chest an inch higher. Maybe lift one more rib away from the mat. Keeping the back of the neck nice and long. Exhale, release. Gaze to the right. Arms by your side. Big toes to touch. Heels falling out to the side. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. And slowly let it out as you exhale. Come back to center, second set. Press the tops of your feet down to the mat. Roll more to the pinky edge of the feet. Palms down, lift up the chest, lift up the shoulders. Then lift the legs from the shin bones, keeping the legs straight. And then lifting the arms up and away from the mat. Your neck is still long. All four corners of the neck reaching forward. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Big toes are reaching back. Interlock the hands. Place the opposite index finger on top. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open through the back. Lift the legs. Maybe a lift an inch higher, but keep them straight. And exhale, release. Come on down, right ear down onto the mat. Arms by your side. Big toes to touch. Heels falling out to the side. Deep, slow inhale. And let it out. Exhale. Come back to center with your chin. Place your hands next to your floating ribs. Press into the tops of your feet. Start to rise up into your up dog. Pause halfway. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And maybe lengthen all the way up. Straighten the arms. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Maybe lift the thighs and the knees away from the mat. And exhale. Back into your downward facing dog. Hips high to the sky. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. Let it out. Inhale. Gaze forward. Exhale. Step hop. Jump all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale. Come into a halfway lift. Lift up the heart. Place your hands onto your shin bones. Press the shin bones into your palms. Soften the knees. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Pull the belly in and reach the crown of the head forward. Almost find a hint of a back bend here. And as you exhale, fold all the way forward. Maybe grab behind the calves as you pull the forehead all the way down to your shins. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Rise up, lift up. Exhale, hands back to your heart. Inhale, lift up the arms. Finding a side stretch, right arm down, left arm reaches up and over, push the hips to the left. Inhale back to center, palms to touch, gaze up. Exhale to the left, reach the right arm up and over, push the hips to the right. Inhale, come back to center, bring the fingertips aligned with the shoulder, vertical twist, right arm back. Push the right hip forward, reach the right arm back, twist from your waistline. Come back to center, inhale the arms up. Exhale, twist to the left, fingertips align with the shoulder, reach the left arm back, right arm forward. Your left hip wants to come with it. Don't let it happen. Turn the left hip forward, reach with the left arm back. Come back to center, find a baby back bend, goalpost the arms, lift up your heart. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in forward again. Then bend your knees, come on into Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift up the arms. Drop the heels deeper. Lift up your toes and shift the body weight back into your heels. So instead of pushing the knees forward, push the knees further back. So if you gaze down, you should be able to see all 10 toes hanging over the knee line. Reach those arms up. Straighten out through the elbows. Soften the inner shoulders away from the ears. Bring the fingers aligned with the shoulders and twist to the right. But keep pushing the right hip forward as you reach the right arm back. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Come back to center. Lift up the arms. Exhale, bring the fingertips aligned with the shoulders and twist to the left. Turn the left hip more forward. Pull the left fingertips more back. Inhale, back to center. Lift up the arms. Exhale, fly the arms back behind you. Turn the palms down. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Drop the thigh bones a little deeper. Feel the body weight into your heels. Interlock the hands behind your back. Lift up the chest one more time. Lift the fist away from the lower back. As you exhale, keeping the bind. Soften the forehead down to your shins. Lift the fist up to the ceiling. Release the hands down to the mat. Toe heel your feet again back into that malasana. Toes out, heels in, hands at your heart center. Sit up nice and tall in your malasana. Stay here. Maybe add another twist if you like. Or you can come into a crow pose or crow pose prep. Hands down flat onto the mat. Spread the fingers. Turn the elbows towards the back of the room. So instead of letting the elbows go out to the side, hug them back into the center line. Point the eye of the elbow towards the back of the mat. Place the knees onto the tricep. Make sure it's nice and stable. Then slowly push the knees, the triceps forward with the knees. So pushing the knees into the triceps, leaning forward, round through the upper spine, especially the space in between the shoulder blades, and maybe floating the toes away from the mat, bringing the big toes to touch. You can hold it there for a couple breaths, then lower the toes back down to the mat, or if you want to practice your chaturanga, you can gaze forward, activate to the feet, and shoot the feet back to your low chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. So if you held your malasana, make sure you go back into your downward facing dog. You can add a flow or skip the flow if you like. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Inhale your right leg just halfway up. Reach back to the right heel. Exhale, bring the right knee to the left tricep. Crunch it in. Then bring it over to the right. And slowly back to the left. And back to the right. Good. 5 more. Inhale. Exhale as you crunch and twist. Inhale, bring it back to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. 2 more. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. 1 more. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Point the toe. Lift it high. Bend the knee and stack the hips. And see if you can rotate the right shoulder down to the mat. So your chest is still square facing down to the mat. And you're opening the right knee, starting the opening from the waistline, from your belly button. Point the right knee to the ceiling. Good. As you exhale, bring the right knee back to the left tricep. Then slowly lower down to the wrist and pull it back to your elbow. Down to the wrist. Exhale, back up to your elbow. Down to the wrist. Exhale, back to that elbow. 2 more. Down to the wrist. Exhale, back to that elbow. Down to the wrist. Exhale, back to that elbow. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through low lunge. Come up onto your fingertips. Make your back leg strong. Keep your back heel lifted. Then twist left palm down, right arm to the sky. Guide your right hip back to the center line. Keep your left leg, your back leg strong. And keep your right fingertips aligned with the right shoulder. Then turn on the belly muscles, turn on the tricep muscles, and then see if you can twist your torso a little bit more. Release the right fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, rise up into a high crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Soften your back knee, tug the tailbone under, pull the ribs towards each other, bend your front leg a little bit more. Then keeping everything nicely engaged, especially in your torso. See if you can straighten out to the back leg. Bring the fingers aligned with the shoulders like you're holding a block in between the hands. Exhale, vertical twist. Reach the right arm back, left arm forward. Sit down deeper. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Release the right hand in the back of the left leg and lift the left arm to the sky. Slow, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, deeper down. Good job. Inhale the arms back to the sky. Anjaneyasana. Bring the hands to your heart center. Lean forward and hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Keep your back leg active. Lift the left kneecap away from the mat. Press the palms together. Push the left elbow into the outside of the right knee. And with each and every inhale, lengthen through the spine from the back here to the crown of the head. And with each and every exhale, twist a little deeper. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Exhale, twist. Gaze down to your mat. Keep your twist here. Keep the palms together. And step the left foot next to the right. Chair twist. The big toes to touch, heels to touch. Fix your stand. Make sure the knees are still in one line. You can always place the right hand onto your lower back sacrum to fix that lower back situation. Making sure that the hips are in the same side, same level. Deep inhale. And exhale. You can hold it here. You can go into your side crow. You can fly your arms. Go down to side crow. Hands down to the mat. Squatting down. Lifting the legs away from the mat. Slowly release. Straight into the legs. Coming into a forward fold. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Grab onto your big toes with the index finger and middle finger. Lift up your chest. Reach the crown forward. And exhale. Fold and mat all the way down. Lift the shoulder blades away from the ears as you push the elbows out to the side. Pull the belly onto the thighs. Let the crown of the head to melt down to the mat. Deep inhale and exhale. Good job. Slowly release. Inhale to a halfway lift. You can add a crow pose for a couple breaths, or a malasana for a couple breaths if you like, or none of them. And make your way back into a downward facing dog. If you're going into a crow pose, see if you can practice your jump back to your low chaturanga. Legs are strong, focus is on. Push it back and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg halfway up. Lift the left leg, push the left heel back, turn the left toes down to the mat. As you exhale, bring the left knee to the right tricep, cross. Then bring it over to the left tricep. And back to the right. So inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. 1 more. Inhale. Push the earth away. And exhale. Good job. Inhale. Left leg high to the sky. Bend the left knee. Point the left knee to the ceiling. But keep rotating the left shoulder down to the mat. So you square your chest down to the earth. You're twisting more from the belly. Deep inhale and exhale. Now bring the left knee back to the right tricep. And as you inhale, lower it down to the right wrist. As you exhale, back to the right elbow. Inhale to the right wrist. Exhale, right elbow. And keep going. Lower down. Exhale, pull it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull 1 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull. Inhale, your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through low lunge. Keep your back heel lifted, come up onto your fingertips. Find a nice long energy line from the back here to the crown of the head. Pull the left hip back. Then right palm down, left arm high to the sky. Check onto the left fingers. Make sure the left fingers and the left shoulder are still in one line. Then turn on the left tricep muscle and see if you can twist your chest a little bit more with the energy of the left arm. But at the same time, lift up from the right shoulder and point the right heel straight back behind you. Don't twist in your hips. Deep inhale. Exhale as you twist. Release the left fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, rise up into high crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Good, now soften your back knee. Tuck the tailbone under, pull the ribs towards each other. Reach the arms to the sky, bend your front knee a little bit more. Then maybe slowly start to straighten out through the back leg, but keep the lift from your lower spine. Deep inhale. And exhale, go deeper. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, lift up from the waistline. Bring the fingers aligned with the shoulders like you're holding a block. Left arm back, right arm forward, vertical twist. Twist in the torso, left fingers aligned with the left shoulder, not behind it somewhere, alright? Then slowly from here, vertical, we're gonna go into an exalted warrior. Left arm down onto the right leg, and your right arm reaches up and over the head. Deep, slow inhale, and exhale, lift up from the right waistline. Come back into a high crescent lunge. Bring the hands to your heart center, lean forward, connect your back to a big toe mount, and then twist as you hold the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, pressing the palms together. Pull the left hip back. Make sure your right heel is pointing straight back behind you. Press the palms together, and then see if you can soften the belly to twist a little deeper. Then gaze down onto your left big toe. Shift the body weight more forward. Pick up the right foot and step the right foot next to the left, coming into that chair twist. So see if you can keep the palms into that prayer position, pressing all 10 knuckles together. You can always check onto that lower back situation. Everything is good there. You can fly the arms, or you can go down into your side crow if you like. Palms are shoulder distance apart, squatting down, and then lean into your chaturanga arms, picking up the feet, bringing the big toes to touch. Release. Come back into a forward fold. Separate your feet hip distance apart and slide your hands underneath your feet. Your toes are touching your wrist crease. Lift up the chest as you inhale. Exhale, pull yourself closer to the legs. Lift the shoulder blades away from the mat, away from the ears. Push the elbows out to the side. Turn on the bicep muscles to pull the upper body closer to the lower body. Feel that stretch not just in your hamstrings, but feel that stretch in your lower back. Feel the stretch in between the vertebrae throughout the entire spine. So good. Release the hands down to the mat. Toe heel your feet together. We're going to rise up all the way into a standing position. Again, we're going to go into a big toe pose. So you can choose to simply grab onto your right knee. Shift the body weight over to the left leg. Lift up the right leg away from the mat. You can grab your right knee, just like that. Keeping the right leg, the right foot active, just hold it there. Or reach down for the inside of the right foot. Grab it onto the right big toe. Your left standing leg is still strong and straight. And then you slowly kick the right leg in front of you. You're going to turn to the side. You don't have to move. So your right knee can be bent like this the whole time. I want you to straighten out to the standing left leg. And then make sure you're balancing the crown of the head over the left heel. But maybe throughout the next couple breaths, you're going to be able to breathe more length through the back of the right leg. And maybe your right leg going to go straight as well. But if you feel like you need to hunch forward in order to straighten the right leg, then maybe just rebend that right leg, alright? So keep balancing the crown of the head over the left heel as you maybe kick the right leg to straight. Now you either have the right big toe or you have the right knee. If you have the right knee, with your left hand, you're going to reach to the outside of the right knee and you're going to twist, reaching back behind you, keeping the activation in the right foot, flexing the right foot. If you have the foot, you can grab the outside arch of the right foot and reach the left arm back, or right arm back behind you. And remember, your standing leg should be straight, but your top leg, your right leg, can be bent. Deep inhale and exhale. Slowly come on back. Lift up the right leg, lift up the arms. Keep your standing leg straight. Lift the right toes higher. Hold it here. 3, 2, and 1. Eagle pose. Bend both knees. Wrap the right leg over the left. Bring your right elbow underneath the left. Grab on opposite shoulders or come into your full bind. Your right toes can be kickstand as well. Or maybe your right toes wrapping fully around the left calf. Shift the body weight back to the left heel. Lift up your chest. Try to bring the shoulders over the hips. Tuck the tailbone under. Squeeze the glutes and squeeze the outer hip muscles as you lift the elbows aligned with the shoulders. With each inhale, you lengthen through the spine. With each exhale, see if you can crunch a little bit deeper down into this pose. Start to bring the elbows down to your knees, around through the upper spine. Maybe bring the elbows and knees all the way to touch. Keeping your eagle arms, lift up the chest halfway. Unbind your right leg and reach your right leg back behind you for eagle arm airplane. Maybe you grab it onto opposite shoulders or you have the full bind, but keep that as you lift the right leg higher. Fingertips down to the mat, standing split, lift the right leg high. Deep inhale through the nose, maybe wrapping the left arm behind the left calf as you pull the forehead down to your left shin. And stand at the top of the mat, forward fold. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale, melt a little deeper. Then hands onto your hips, rise up all the way to a standing position. Shift the body weight to the right leg and lift the left knee up and away from the mat. You can grab onto your left leg, left knee, or you reach down to grab the left big toe. Either way, make sure your standing right leg is strong and straight. I'm talking and moving, it's hard to stand straight. And your brain is balancing over the right heel. So throughout the next couple breaths, if you have the big toe, you can decide to straighten the left leg, but try not to lean forward with the left leg. Keep the crown of the head over the right heel. And maybe your left leg won't go all the way to straight. Maybe it's gonna stay bent. Deep, slow inhale. Pull the left thigh bone back into its socket. Root down to the center of the right heel. Now if you have the knee, with your right hand you're gonna reach to the outside of the left leg, and you're gonna reach your left arm back behind you. Keep flexing the left foot. If you had the big toe, you can see if you can catch the outside of the left foot with your right fingers. Pull the left thigh bone back into the socket. Keep the right leg straight and turn as you reach the left arm back behind you. Come back to center. Keep the left leg lifted. Reach the arms to the sky. Deep inhale. Hold it there. Lift the left leg higher. Bend both knees. Coming into eagle. Wrap the left arm over the right. Find your position. Then left elbow underneath the right. Opposite shoulder. Full prayer position. Bring the elbows and knees in one line. Tuck the tailbone under. Squeeze the outer hips and the glutes. Squeeze the inner thighs actively together as well as squeezing the elbows actively together the whole time. Lean back more, trusting in your core, your center. And then slowly maybe crunching down a little bit more. Then as you exhale, start to bring the elbow down to your knee, round through the spine. See if you can bring them all the way together as you round all the way down. Keeping the arms in the same position, lift up the chest, just halfway. Then unwrap your left leg and stretch it back behind you for an eagle arm airplane. Point the left toes down to the mat. Lift up from the waistline. Deep inhale. Hands down to the mat, standing split. Walk your hands closer to the right foot. Maybe wrap the right forearm behind the right calf as you lift the left leg high. Exhale, fold forward at the top of the mat. Keeping the feet together, big toes to touch, heels to touch. Bend your knees a lot. And then create little cups with the hands. So you're stepping onto your fingers. You're cupping the heels from behind. Your pinky fingers go together. Try to step on all 10 fingers. Now wrap the forearms closer together behind your legs. Your hips are really, really deep. Then jog the crown of the head down. Bring the forehead to your knees, to your shins. And then slowly, as you pull the elbows closer together behind your calves, start to lift the hips higher, but keep actively pulling the forehead down towards the shins, the crown of the head down to your big toe, and straighten it out through the legs as you shift the body weight more forward. Bring the hips over the heels, pulling onto your heels, lengthening through the whole spine. Good job, slowly release. Hands down to the mat, step back into a downward facing dog, hips high to the sky. Deep, slow inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it out, let it go. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Bend your knees, stack the hips, maybe flip your dog if it's okay with your shoulder. If it's painful in your shoulder, don't do it. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through, low lunge. Turn the back heel down for your warrior one, and inhale, rise up, warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Pull the right hip back, turn the left hip forward. Make your back leg strong and straight. Interlock the hands behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lengthen through the arms, straighten out through the elbows, lift up your chest. Exhale, lean forward. Pull the right hip back. Make your left leg straight, push the back heel down. Then shimmy the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. So you drop the crown of the head down to the earth. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, maybe bend your front knee a little bit more. Then inhale, lift up your arms, warrior one. Place the hands onto your hips. Step the back foot in halfway. Coming into your pyramid pose. Hips facing forward, bring the hands behind your back. Grab on opposite elbows, maybe come into reverse namaskar or fist against each other. Lift up the chest, inhale. Exhale, go down halfway. Pull the right hip back. Push down to the right big toe, right pinky toe mound, as well as the back heel is still engaged. Pull the right hip back. Inhale, exhale. Bring the forehead down to your right shin. Encourage your spine to become longer, especially that sticky middle spine. Interlock the hands behind your back. Press the fist to the ceiling. Lift the shoulder blades away from the ears and fold a little deeper. Now bring the hands down to the mat, forward fold. Place your hands onto your hips, press into your heels, rise up all the way to stand. Lift the left arm to the sky, pull the right hip back, right hand onto your hip, reach forward. Reach your left arm all the way forward as far as you can, then exhale. Place the left fingertips down onto the mat. Now this is a great place to use a block. You can place the block ideally to the outside of the right foot, but if it's not comfortable, feel free to place it to the inside of the right foot, wherever it makes sense. You may not need the block. You may need the toe block today. And every day is different. Remember, reach the right arm up and check onto the right finger, right shoulder situation. Is the right finger the extension of your right shoulder, or your right arm is somewhere behind you, you don't even know where it is? Deep inhale. Maybe turn and twist a little bit more as you exhale. Okay, then gaze down onto your mat. Bring a block with you if you like. Place the block or the left fingertips underneath the left shoulder. And then step up into half moon, twisted half moon pose. Lift the left leg up and away from the mat. Now your standing right leg, you can bend that absolutely. But try to make your lifted left leg as straight as you can as you twist in your torso. So with each inhale, reach the crown of the head away from the left heel. And with each exhale, soften the belly and see if you can twist your upper body. Step at the top of the mat, forward fold. Crown of the head down. Just a simple forward fold, no fancy arm variations this time. Now lift up your heart, inhale, and step back into a downward facing dog or go through vinyasa if you like. Inhale your left leg up to the ceiling, bend the knees, stack the hips, flip your dog if you did that on the other side. Again, if for any reason it does not feel right, it's too much on your shoulders, don't flip your dog, just keep the knee high. Now release it back, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through low lunge. Seal your back heel down, rising up, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior A. Pulling the left hip back, turning the right hip forward, pull the belly in. Feel the connection with the back heel, the back leg. Now bring the arms by your side, interlock the hands behind your back. Place the upward index finger on top, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift up your heart, pull the left hip back, engage your back leg, fix your leg. Pull the left hip back, turn the right hip forward. Now keep the left hip pulled into the center line. Shimmy the left shoulder to the inside of the left knee. Try not to move your left hip. Keep your left hip pulled back into the center line. Root down to the back heel. Then see if you can drop the left thigh bone deeper and maybe drop the crown of the head deeper down to the mat. Inhale, rise back up. Warrior 1, lift up the arms. Bring the hands to your hips. Straighten out through the front leg. Step the back foot in. Bring the hands behind your back. Grab on opposite elbows, reverse namaskar or fist against each other. Inhale, lift up the chest. Lift up the left hip. Root down to the back heel and exhale. Go forward just halfway. Pull the left hip back. Tuck the chin to the chest, your neck is still long. Root down to the back heel. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Bring the forehead down to your left shin. Slowly breathing more length to the back of the left leg. Interlock the hands, placing the opposite, the upward index finger on top. Lift the fist away from the lower back, away from the glutes. Lift it nice and high. Hands down to the mat, forward fold. I like to walk my fingers away from my left toes and lengthen out through the body as I actively pushing my hips up to the ceiling. Good job. Place the hands onto your hips with a flat spine, strong core, pressing into the feet. Rise up all the way. Inhale your right arm high. Left hand onto the left hip. Pull the left hip back. Reach the right arm forward. Pull the hips back. And exhale. Twist using that block. Left hand can stay onto your lower back sacrum to keep checking onto that lower back situation. Turning your torso, keep the hips level. And then maybe add the left arm reaching to the ceiling, left fingertips are the extension of the left shoulder. Maybe you want to go deeper, maybe you don't need that block anymore. Try to balance out in between the two sides. Good, then slowly we're going to grab the block. You're going to place either the block or the fingertips right underneath your right shoulder. And shift the body weight into the left foot, lift the right leg up and away from the mat. Making sure the right fingers or the block is right underneath your right shoulder, so fix it if you need it. Then turn and twist in your belly and your torso as you lift the left arm to the sky. So each inhale, you bring more length from the right heel to the crown of the head. And with each exhale, you soften the belly and twist in your torso, maybe lift the left arm higher. Try to straighten out to the lifted right leg. And exhale, fold forward. Come to the top of the mat. All the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, on the palm, step back, high plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the right leg next to your right pinky. Both hands are the inside of the right foot. Drop the left knee down, point the left toe, and reach the right arm back behind you. Maybe bend your left leg and reach back for your foot or ankle. Good job, slowly release. Come back to center, maybe stay onto your palms, or maybe come down onto your forearms. If you are just halfway, you can use a block, placing the forearms right onto those blocks. And if you're down onto your forearms without the blocks and you're still looking for a little more stretch in your hips, you can tuck the back toes under and lift the left knee away from the mat. Lizard pose. You can even start to shimmy your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Maybe bring the arms out to the side on both sides, coming into your spider fingers, or maybe bring the hands behind your back and find a bind as you balance. Good job. Come back to center. Start to toe heel the right foot all the way to the left edge of the mat. Come into pigeon pose. Draw the right shin down, point the left toes back. Lift up your heart. And as you exhale, start to go down. Slide your right shin more forward, but pull the right hip back and turn the left hip more forward. And we're going to twist, reaching the left arm underneath your right arm. Bring the left ear, left shoulder down to the mat. Then as an option, you can lift the right arm up, find a half bind, and maybe even find the right big toe and grab onto your right big toe with your right fingers. 5 slow breaths here. Slowly release, right arm high. Release the right palm down, press the earth away. Tuck the left toes under, lift the right leg high to the sky. Go through an optional flow. You can always keep that right leg lifted for your vinyasa if you want. Back into your down dog. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale. Step the left leg next to your left pinky. Slide your right foot back behind you, drop the right knee down, point the right toes back and twist. Reach the left arm behind you. And maybe bend your right leg, reach back for your foot or ankle, kick into your palm, lift up from the right shoulder. Come back to center, release the right foot, both hands come to the inside of the left leg. You can stay here, you can come down onto the forearms. You can come down into the lizard pose. If you feel comfortable being down onto the forearms, you can tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee away from the mat. And then if you want, you can also shimmy the left shoulder underneath the left knee. And then bring out the fingers out to the spine, coming onto spider fingers. Or maybe bring the hands behind your back and balance, finding a bind behind you. Good job, slowly come on back. Drop the right knee if it's lifted. Bring the left foot to the right side of the mat. Drop it down. Pigeon pose. Flex the left foot to the left knee. Stretch the right foot back behind you. Lift up the chest. Exhale, start to go down halfway. And then reach your right arm underneath your left arm and place the right shoulder, right ear down to the mat. Feel how you're placing a nice little pressure onto the left hip so the gravitation can pull it down deeper. Then lift the top arm up and maybe reach back behind your back, finding the left big toes if they're available. 5 breaths here. Calming the mind. Finding areas in your body where you don't need to create any tension. Just letting go. Slowly release. Press the left palm down to the mat. Lift up your chest. Tuck the right toes under. Lift the left leg high to the sky. Go through an optional flow, maybe keeping that left leg lifted. Back to your downward facing dog. Come down onto your knees. Sit down onto your mat. Swing the legs around. Bring the left leg in front of you. Pull the right knee in. So your right heel is close to the right sit bone. It's so much, your right heel is pressing down so much to the mat that you almost can like stand up onto that right heel, alright? So feel that energy in the right heel. Use that energy to lengthen out from your spine. Bring the right fingertips behind your back. And then pull the right knee in as you twist. What happened to your left leg? That's your long leg. Can you activate your left leg and point the left toes to the ceiling, like you're shooting energy through the left heel? That would be pretty cool. And come back to center. Cross the right ankle on the outside of the left knee. And you can keep that left leg straight if you need it, or you can bend your left leg. Bring the left heel close to the right heel and draw the right sit bone down to the mat. So if your right sit bone is lifted away from the mat like that and you have no chance to push it down, then straighten through the left leg. Work on both sit bones down to the mat. Lift up the chest. Hug the right knee into your chest with the left hand as you bring the right fingertips behind you, or maybe hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee and twist. And come back to center. Switch out to the other side. Pull the left heel close to the sit bone again, like you could almost like stand up or even stand up, push into that left heel. Your right leg is strong, you're flexing the right foot. Hug the left knee into your chest with the right hand, left fingertips behind you and twist. And back to center. Cross the left ankle to the outside of the right knee. Push the inner arch of the the left foot down to the mat. You can keep your right leg straight or you bend your right leg. Bring the right heel close to the left sit bone. And again, check onto the left sit bone. Is the left sit bone down onto the mat? Is the right sit bone down onto the mat? Do I feel sort of equal intensity underneath both sit bones? If that's the case, keep the right knee bent. If that's not the case, reach straight on the right leg. Left fingertips behind your back. Hug the left knee to your chest or maybe hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Deep inhale. And twist. Come back to center. Stretch both legs in front of you. Pull the left sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh. Right leg goes into an angle. First twist. Place the right hand onto your left knee and twist your torso to the left. Come back to center. Left hand onto the right knee. Twist to the other side. Come back to center. Turn over the right leg and mat all the way forward. Rise back up. Switch out the legs. Left leg into an angle. Sole of the right foot into the left inner thigh. Twist to the right first. Twist to the left. Your left leg is still active, right? And come back. Face towards the left knee and then slowly walk your hands forward. Mat your forehead down. Lift up from the waistline. Deep inhale, especially the right side waist. Exhale. Mat your chest over the left leg. Good job. Come on back up. Soles of the feet down onto the mat. Reach the arms forward and gently roll back down onto your mat. Hug the knees to your chest. Right knee comes into the right shoulder socket as you extend the left leg all the way forward. Flex the left foot. Push the back of the left knee down to the mat and point the right toes. Feel the activation in both legs. Tuck the chin to the chest. Pull the right knee out to the side. Such a good posture for the digestion system, cleansing the body here. Exhale, twist and turn. Bring the right leg over to the left side. Goalpost the right arm and gazing over the right shoulder. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Come back to center. Hug both knees to your chest. Neutralize the spine. Switch to the other side. Flex the right foot. Push the back of the right knee down to the mat. Pull the left knee out to the side. Point the left toes. Hug the chin to the chest. Feel that pinching sensation in the left hip flexor. Deep inhale. Exhale, twist. Guiding the left knee out to the right. Bringing the left arm up to the ceiling. Deep, slow inhale. Exhale, twist. Rinsing out the body. Come back to center. Hug the knees onto your chest. Giving yourself a squeeze. Lift up the legs. Coming into a happy baby. Maybe stretching the legs out to the side. And knees back to your chest. Wrap your forearms around the shins. Lift the forehead up to your knee. Squeeze everything together. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Come down onto your mat for your final Shavasana. Laying down onto your mat. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Turn the palms to the ceiling. Gently bring the shoulder blades a little closer together. Finding a nice little lift in your heart. Hug the chin to the chest. Lengthen through the back of the neck. Now take a deep inhale through the nose. Feeling up the body, starting from the crown of the head, so you feel the whole body going all the way to your toes, into your fingertips. Really feel the connection with every single inch of your body. Hold it at the top, sip a little more in. That's for your heart, for your soul. Then open your mouth and a nice audible exhale as you release. Let it out, let it go. Do it again. Deep inhale in through the nose. So really feeling the energy as it comes in through the nostrils and then travels into every single cell in your body, sending that beautiful fresh oxygen into every single inch of your body. Hold it there. Now sip a little more in. Really fill up the body all the way to the top. Hold. Find that stillness here. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Then open your mouth and slowly let it out. Let it go. Enjoy this beautiful Shavasana. An amazing place to heal your body, to heal your mind, to let go of the past, let go of the future, let go of depression, anxiety, heavy thoughts. Clear the mind and really connect with you without all the layers, without all the pressure. Reconnecting with yourself. Dedicating these moments to you. Continue this beautiful slow breath in and out through the nose. Whenever you feel like thoughts coming back to your mind, that's absolutely normal. Just acknowledge them and let them go. And eventually you're going to be able to create longer and longer spaces in between the thoughts. It's all practicing. You can stay in your Shavasana if you like. If you're ready to move on, keeping the eyes closed, just turn the head from one side to the other. Moving the fingers gently, moving the toes gently. Feeling the pinky, feeling the middle finger, feeling the index finger, feeling the connection with every single part of your body. Then reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Take a full body stretch. Pull the knees to your chest as you exhale. Hug them in. Let it all go. Let it all out. Roll to your right side or your left side if you prefer. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sitting in this little Sukhasana, comfortable seat. Hands at our heart center. Gently bowing our head in front of our heart. Softening the shoulders away from the ears. Take another deep inhale through the nose. And then slowly let it out. Just take a moment to notice the shift in the body and the mind.